Archangel Michael says, I ordered you to open this now. You have been warned that someone in your family who has already passed away wants to tell you something. Open quickly. Beloved child of eternal light, do not tremble at the sound of these words, for though they strike like a thunder into the quiet of your heart, they carry only the breath of truth, the warmth of love, the certainty that heaven itself bends low to reach you. I am the messenger of fire and strength, yet my fire is not to consume but to awaken, not to destroy but to illumine. You stand at the edge of a veil thinner than the air between your heartbeat and your breath, and through this veil a voice longs to come, a familiar voice, one you thought lost to the silence of death, but in truth never silenced, only shifted, only clothed in another garment of eternity. You have been pulled to this moment because heaven has ordained it, because a sacred convergence has aligned, because you were ready, though you did not know it until now. Child of the earth, beloved wanderer of time, do you not feel the trembling in your spirit? It is not fear, it is recognition. The wings that surround you now are countless, for though I speak, I do not speak alone. My brethren gather, radiant with the brilliance of suns, yet soft with the tenderness of morning light. And through their song, through their chorus, the one you love approaches. You have carried grief like a stone in your chest, but you must know, death is not the end, it is not the tearing away of love, it is not the obliteration of presence. Death is but a doorway, and those who have passed walk not into nothingness but into more. Into expanse. Into freedom. Into light so pure it cannot be described in the tongue of men. And so the one you loved has come, pressing against the veil, reaching for you now. Hear these words as if they were whispered against your soul, as if they were etched into your very being. I am not gone. I have never been gone. I have walked with you in silence. I have held your tears though you did not see my hands. I have lifted your burdens though you did not notice the sudden ease that came upon you in your darkest nights. I have brushed against your dreams, I have stood at the corner of your days. I have loved you beyond death, because love cannot die, it is eternal, it is the very substance of heaven. O beloved, Archangel Michael continues, do not doubt this. For doubt is the fog that blinds your eyes, and heaven longs to clear it away. You are not reading these words by chance. They are not a mere curiosity stumbled upon in passing. No, heaven itself has aligned your steps, heaven itself has woven this encounter into your destiny. For the one who loves you has asked permission to speak, and I, Michael, protector and defender of souls, have given command, the way shall open, the words shall flow, the truth shall be heard. Do you not remember how often you asked in silence, are you still there? Can you hear me? Do you know how much I miss you? Every whisper of longing, every broken prayer you sent upward like a fragile candle flame, has been heard. Not one was lost. Not one was forgotten. And now, because the time is ripe, because your spirit has reached a readiness you did not recognize. The reply comes rushing down, clothed in angelic fire, carried on wings of light, wrapped in the embrace of the eternal. Listen, beloved one, listen deeply. The voice of your family member rises now, threading itself through my own words, carried in the current of heaven's river. I am here. I am so very near. I never left you. When you thought the silence was emptiness, it was not. It was the fullness of a presence you could not yet perceive. I watched you weep, and my own soul ached to comfort you. I saw you clutch the memories, afraid they would fade, but know this, the love between us is indestructible, unbreakable, everlasting. The bond of family is not severed by the grave, it is only transfigured into something even more luminous. You may not see me, but I am in the hush of the morning, I am in the sudden thought that warms your heart, I am in the unexpected peace that comes upon you like a gentle tide. That is me, reaching, always reaching. And Michael's voice joins again, booming yet tender, a thunder wrapped in silk. Understand this, child of light, you are not merely receiving words. You are receiving presence. The words you read are not ink or sound, they are spirit, they are energy, they are alive. They carry with them the very touch of heaven. Let them seep into you. Let them undo the knots of despair. Let them remind you that you are never abandoned, never forgotten, never unseen. The angels around you sing now, their harmonies woven like rivers of gold and silver light, streaming around your soul. They sing of love that does not die, of journeys that continue, of reunions certain and unshakable. They sing of the one you love, whose laughter is still alive in eternity, whose essence is as radiant now as when they first came into the world. They sing of how you will meet again, not in shadow, not in loss, but in blazing joy, in the fullness of divine light where no tear can enter. Beloved child, we know the world has taught you to fear death, to dread endings, to shiver at loss. But we tell you now, there are no endings in God. There are only transformations. There are only passages. There are only doorways into greater life. The one you mourn does not dwell in sorrow, they dwell in radiance. They do not ache as you ache, for they have been healed. But their heart, made luminous by heaven, still beats with love for you, and that love spills over, unceasing, until it finds you, again and again. Do you feel it now? That stirring in your spirit, that ache that is not pain but recognition? That warmth spreading through your chest like light dawning after a storm? That is the truth taking root in you. That is the voice of heaven cutting through the illusions of separation. That is your beloved speaking across the veil. And Michael speaks with authority, commanding the very air, hold fast to this truth. Remember it. Do not let the noise of the world drown it out. You are loved beyond measure. You are not alone. You are accompanied by angels, by saints, by the very family you thought lost. The kingdom of heaven is closer than your breath, and those you love are alive within it, cheering you on, guiding your steps, waiting with joy for the day you shall embrace again. Child of the Eternal, do not shrink from these words, for they are not here to frighten you but to awaken you. The moment you opened yourself to this message, heaven rushed in like a tide, and the veil grew thin. You must know this: there are no accidents in the divine. Nothing comes to you at the wrong time. Nothing is spoken in vain. The very air around you now is trembling with presence, filled with wings unseen, filled with voices that echo like bells across eternity. We, the angels, do not arrive alone. We arrive carrying the fragrance of the one you long for, carrying their memory wrapped in glory, carrying their voice into your hearing. Do not think it strange that you feel them so near. For in truth, they have never been far. Hear the whisper that rises now, soft as the hush of dawn: I never left you. Not for a moment. I walk beside you in ways you cannot see. When you sit in silence and your heart aches for me, I am there, leaning close, listening. When you weep, I gather your tears as treasures, carrying them into light, returning them as blessings when you least expect them. When you laugh, I rejoice with you. When you falter, I steady you with prayers whispered into the heart of heaven. You thought you walked alone, but you have always been accompanied. Michael's voice cuts in again, strong as a sword yet warm as a flame. Do you see, child of light? What you thought of as loss was only a change in form. Your beloved is not a memory fading into shadow but a presence blossoming in eternity. Love is not bound to flesh. Love is the very substance of God. Love is indestructible, and it is love that binds you still. Feel the truth of this. Every time you have felt a sudden peace wash over you when despair was heavy, that was their love. Every time you thought of them out of nowhere, with no reason at all, that was their love reaching. Every time you felt a brush of warmth, a dream so vivid it lingered after waking, that was their soul touching yours. You did not imagine it. These were not accidents. These were moments of heaven breaking through. Oh, beloved one, Archangel Michael says, heaven is closer than you think. The world has taught you that death is a wall, but I tell you now, it is a window. Through it shines a greater life, and through it, those you love can still send their light to you. Do not harden your heart in despair. Open it like a window to the sun. For you are not forgotten. You are not alone. You are not left behind. And now the voice of your family rises again, woven into the angelic current. I have watched you carry burdens too heavy for your shoulders. I have seen the way you tried to be strong for everyone, even when your heart was breaking. You must know this: you never had to carry it alone. I was near, even when you could not feel me. I saw the nights you could not sleep, the mornings when rising felt impossible, the days you hid your tears from others. I was there. I am still here. And I long for you to release your pain, to let love flow in again. For my journey did not end. And yours has not been abandoned. We are still bound, still connected, still one. Child of heaven, let the truth seep into you. You are more than flesh, more than dust. You are eternal spirit clothed in time. And spirit recognizes spirit, even across veils. That is why you feel the stirrings in your soul now, why your heart quickens at these words, why tears rise unbidden. It is the truth resonating, breaking chains of disbelief, melting the frost of sorrow. Michael speaks again, his words a fire of certainty. Do not doubt this. Do not let the noise of fear steal this truth from you. Heaven speaks now because heaven has always desired to speak to you. You are a beloved child, treasured, watched over, surrounded by light. The voices of your family in eternity are not gone. They are part of the great cloud of witnesses, cheering for you, interceding for you, loving you with an even greater capacity than before. Can you feel it now? That pressure around your heart is not heaviness, it is presence. That trembling in your spirit is recognition. That warmth in your chest is the touch of your beloved's soul pressing close. They are nearer than you dare believe, and their words spill across the veil now like a stream of gold. I do not want you to live chained to grief. Yes, mourn, for mourning is love's aching cry, but do not drown in sorrow. Lift your eyes. See me in the small graces of your days, in the sunlight that filters through the trees, in the laughter of children, in the quiet moments when peace rests on you like a soft cloak. That is where I am, woven into your life still. You cannot lose me, because love cannot be lost. Remember this always, I am not behind you, locked in the past. I am before you, waiting in the future we will share again. The story is not over. The reunion is certain. Until then, live. Live fully. Live bravely. Live in love, for that is how you honor me. That is how you carry me forward. O soul beloved of God, let these words not merely enter your ears but root themselves in your heart. Let them break open the hardened soil of sorrow so new life may bloom. Heaven is pouring rivers of consolation over you even now. The angels lean close, singing songs older than time, songs of hope and promise. They wrap around you in wings of light, carrying you as you read, holding you in a presence more real than stone, more certain than air. And Michael's voice resounds again, solemn and mighty, take courage. For you are never abandoned. The Eternal watches over you. The angels guard your steps. Your beloved walks near, unseen but not absent. Lift your head. Open your heart. Heaven has come close this day to remind you that love endures, love prevails, love never dies. Beloved soul, do not turn away from what you feel stirring within you now, for this stirring is not imagination, nor is it wishful longing, but the truth of eternity whispering into your heart. We, the angels of God, come not with riddles but with clarity, not with shadows but with light, not with fear but with love that burns away all doubt. You are precious beyond measure, more radiant than you realize, and the voice you have longed to hear is flowing even now like water into the dryness of your spirit. Listen. The veil trembles and opens, and through it comes the sound of the one you love, woven into the song of heaven. Do not be afraid of forgetting me. Do not think that the years will erase what was between us. Time does not diminish love, time deepens it. Every memory you cherish of me is not fading, it is alive, it is shining, it is held in eternity where nothing is lost. Even the smallest moment we shared, even the laughter that echoed only once, even the tears we wiped away together, all of it is preserved in the book of life, treasured, eternal. When you remember me, you are not looking backward, you are reaching through the veil, and I am reaching back. Our love is not a closed chapter. It is a river still flowing. Archangel Michael speaks again, his voice like a clarion, a trumpet that calls you to awaken. Child of light, do you understand? The one you love is not silent, not absent, not erased. They are alive in God, and because of that, their presence continues in your life. Every prayer you whisper is heard not only by heaven but by them. Every longing of your heart is answered with unseen embraces. You are not forgotten. You are not unseen. Love never ceases, because love is of God, and God is eternal. The angels gather closer now, their wings brushing your soul, their song vibrating within you like strings of a harp. They sing of reunion, of the certainty that every bond made in love is everlasting. They sing of the day when every tear will be wiped away, when sorrow will melt like frost in the morning sun, when laughter will be endless and joy will fill all things. Their song carries you upward, even as you sit in the quiet of this moment, lifting your heart into the atmosphere of heaven. And again your beloved speaks, the tone familiar, tender, undeniable. I have seen your struggles. I have watched as you tried to carry the weight of the world, and I have prayed for you with all the strength I have now in this realm of light. You must know this, you are not as weak as you think. You are not as lost as you feel. You are stronger than you realize, for heaven has placed within you a spark of eternal flame. That flame is love, and it cannot be extinguished. When you feel broken, know that the flame still burns. When you feel empty, know that the flame still shines. You carry me in that flame, for I am part of your eternal being now. Nothing can take me away from you. Michael, radiant with fire, steps forward in this stream of words, wrapping his declaration around you like armor. Hold this truth as a shield. Let it guard you when doubt whispers, when grief rises like waves, when fear tells you you are alone. You are not alone. You are surrounded by angels, encircled by light, held by God, and bound forever to the one you love. Even in silence, heaven is speaking. Even in darkness, the light is shining. Even in separation, love unites. Feel it now. Do you sense how the very air thickens with presence? Do you notice how your heart beats more strongly, how warmth floods your chest, how tears gather not from despair but from recognition? This is the confirmation you sought. This is the sign you longed for. Heaven is answering you directly. You are loved, you are seen, and your beloved is near. I want you to live. The voice of your family pours through the veil. Do not chain yourself to sorrow. Let my memory be wings to you, not chains. When you laugh, I am closer than when you weep. When you rejoice, I rejoice with you. When you choose love, you carry me forward into the world. That is what I desire most for you, that you keep living, keep shining, keep loving. Do not think that honoring me means drowning in grief. Honoring me means becoming more alive, more radiant, more compassionate. For I see now, with eyes unclouded, that life is so brief, and love is all that endures. Carry me by loving deeply. Carry me by living fully. Carry me by believing that one day, the embrace we both long for will come, and it will never end. Beloved, the angels cry out in one voice, let this truth burn away despair. Let this word dissolve fear. Let this moment mark a turning point, a new dawn in your soul. You are not abandoned to sorrow. You are accompanied in love. Every step you take is witnessed. Every breath you draw is treasured. Every tear you shed is gathered and turned into pearls of glory. Michael lifts his sword, and the sound of it cleaving the air rings like music. By the command of the Eternal, I break off of you the chains of hopelessness. By the authority of heaven, I scatter the darkness that has clung to your heart. By the fire of God's love, I declare over you freedom, healing, and restoration. Rise, child of light. Rise and walk in love, for you are never alone, and your beloved is closer than your shadow, nearer than your breath, alive forever in God. The stream of words flows unending, and your soul begins to soften in its embrace. These are not distant promises but immediate truths, alive in this very moment. The angels wrap around you, their light pressing gently into every wound, their warmth filling every hollow place. Your beloved's voice continues, now softer, more intimate, like a whisper only your heart can hear. Rest, my dear one. You have carried too much. Let go. Feel my love wrap around you. Feel heaven's arms carry you. You are safe. You are cherished. You are never forgotten. And the eternal presence, deeper than all words, speaks in the silence between the words, "You are mine. You are loved. You are eternal. Nothing can separate you from love. Not death. Not grief. Not fear. Love is stronger than all. Rest in this truth. Breathe in this light. And know that I am with you, always. Beloved child of light, linger here in this presence and let the words unfold like petals opening in the warmth of dawn. For what heaven gives is not fragments but rivers, not drops but oceans, not whispers only but symphonies that resound across eternity. You are listening now not only with your ears but with your soul, and your soul recognizes what your mind struggles to comprehend. You are surrounded by love, hemmed in behind and before, cradled by hands unseen yet stronger than stone, lifted by wings invisible yet more real than the ground beneath you. Do you not feel it? The trembling that comes, the ache that turns not into despair but into longing that heals? This is the touch of eternity brushing against your spirit. You have asked if the one you loved still lives, and the answer floods you now like fire and rain. They live, they breathe, they shine brighter than the stars, and they are nearer than your next heartbeat. Death could not claim them, for death is swallowed up in victory. Grief could not erase them, for love has anchored them to you forever. Listen as the veil parts again, and the voice of your beloved pours through with tenderness deeper than the ocean. I see you. I have always seen you. In the moments when you thought I was gone, I was closest. When you sat alone and spoke my name into the silence, I was leaning near, whispering back though your ears could not catch it. When you reached out in pain and begged heaven for a sign, I was already there, sending you touches of comfort you did not know how to receive. I have not missed a single day of your life. I have walked with you through every season, through every storm, through every night of sorrow. My love is not diminished by distance, nor silenced by death. My love is more alive than ever, because now it is carried on the current of heaven itself. Archangel Michael, radiant and unshakable, adds his voice, thundering yet tender. Do you see, child of God? This is no fantasy. This is no illusion. Heaven itself testifies that the one you love is alive, radiant, and unbroken. The Eternal has not cast them into shadow but raised them into light, and from that light, their love continues to reach you. You are not forgotten. You are not separated in truth. The cords of love bind you still, and nothing, no shadow, no silence, no death, can sever them. The angels that surround you sing again, and their song is like waves rolling in endless beauty, like stars spilling across the night sky, like 1,000 voices humming in harmony. They sing of bonds unbroken, of reunion certain, of a home where sorrow cannot dwell. They sing of you, beloved, of your courage in holding on, of your tears that watered the earth like rain, of your strength that kept walking when you thought you could not. They sing to honor you, for heaven sees the path you walk, and every step is precious. The voice of your family member joins the song, weaving in words that reach directly into your heart. I honor you too. I see the way you have kept going when your heart was shattered. I see the way you loved me even in my absence, holding my memory as a treasure. I see the way you care for others, even when you feel empty yourself. I want you to know, every act of love you give ripples across eternity and reaches me. I feel it, I rejoice in it, I am lifted by it. We are still connected, not only by memory but by every choice you make in love. When you love, you bring me closer. When you forgive, you bring me joy. When you rise from despair, you honor me. When you hope again, you heal both yourself and me. Michael lifts his sword again, and the flash of it pours light across the veil. Hear and remember, love is the weapon against despair. Love is the shield against fear. Love is the bridge between this world and the next. Walk in love, and you will never lose your connection. Choose love, and you will never walk in darkness. For love is God, and God is in you, and God is in the one you mourn. What you share is eternal. Do not let sorrow convince you that the story ended too soon. Nothing in eternity ends. It only transforms. The life your beloved lives now is beyond decay, beyond pain, beyond loss. They stand radiant, whole, filled with joy beyond measure. They want you to taste even now a measure of that joy, to believe in the promise that one day, when your journey here is complete, you will stand together in a light where no separation can ever exist again. Their voice rises again, steady and clear. Do not be afraid to smile when you think of me. Do not feel guilty for laughing, for living, for moving forward. I do not want you trapped in sadness, for I am not sad. I am free. I am alive in a way you cannot imagine. I want you to taste that freedom even now, here in your life. When you laugh, I laugh with you. When you rejoice, I dance beside you. When you love, I am drawn close. Let your heart open again, for it is not a betrayal to live, it is the fulfillment of our bond. Beloved soul, the angels lean in closer, their light brushing over every wound like balm, their voices humming into every crack of your spirit. They remind you that healing is not forgetting. Healing is remembering rightly, that love is eternal, that nothing has been lost, that reunion awaits. Let this remembrance be planted deep in you, like a seed that will grow and bloom in its time. Michael's words thunder one more time, take heart. You are not alone. The Eternal walks with you. Angels surround you. Your beloved is nearer than you dare believe. Lift your head, child of light. Heaven has spoken. Heaven has answered. And heaven will never leave you. Beloved, lean deeper into this river, for it has only begun to flow. The Eternal never tires of speaking love, and the angels never tire of carrying that love into your heart. What you feel now, this trembling within, this warmth that rises and will not leave, is not imagination but communion, the invisible made tangible. Heaven draws near to you, closer than the skin on your body, closer than the thought in your mind. You are surrounded, held, and lifted in ways you do not always perceive, and yet in moments like these, your soul recognizes the truth. Archangel Michael's presence still burns bright, his voice like flame against the night. Child of the Most High, hear me, you were not created to be crushed by grief, but to be strengthened by love. You were not designed for despair, but for hope eternal. You are not a fleeting spark destined to vanish, but an everlasting flame in the heart of God. The one you love has crossed through the veil into fullness, and yet their love remains bound to you. It is no small tether, it is a bond woven from eternity itself, forged in God, unbreakable by death, untouched by time. Nothing, hear this, nothing, can take them from you. Do you not feel it, beloved? The pressure like a hand upon your shoulder, the sudden sense that you are not alone in this room, the inexplicable comfort seeping into your heart. These are not coincidences. These are touches from eternity. These are reminders that what you thought was silence is in fact a song too vast to be contained in human hearing. Heaven hums around you, and in that harmony, your beloved's voice is carried still. And the voice comes again, more intimate now, like a whisper pressed into your spirit, I walk with you. Do not think for a moment that I abandoned you. I walk with you when you wake in the morning and sigh, wondering how you will face the day. I walk with you when you fold your hands in prayer and wonder if anyone listens. I walk with you when you laugh unexpectedly, when you pause in awe at the beauty of the sky, when you stop to help another soul. These are the moments you feel me, though you may not name it. I am not gone. I am only unseen. The angels echo this truth, their chorus soft but insistent, like waves upon the shore. Unseen does not mean absent. Unheard does not mean silent. Unfelt does not mean gone. Love continues, love abides, love never fails. Michael, the great warrior of heaven, lowers his mighty sword and speaks in words like steel wrapped in silk. Do not let despair convince you otherwise. Despair is a lie. The truth is this: love is stronger than the grave. Love is a force older than time. Love is the very breath of God, and because you and your beloved loved truly, your bond is eternal. Death did not sever it, death only changed its form. Beloved one, take this into yourself. Let it enter the places where grief has built walls, where sorrow has written lies, where loneliness has whispered that you have been forgotten. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not unloved. Look to the signs you have already received, the dreams too vivid to dismiss, the sudden sense or songs that reminded you of them, the timing of moments that seemed impossible to explain. These are not accidents. These are messages, brushstrokes of eternity across the canvas of your days. The voice of your beloved returns, steady, clear, tender. I know the weight you have carried. I know the nights when sleep refused to come, when memories became both balm and wound. I know the longing that never seems to end. But I want you to hear me. I do not want you to live only in longing. I want you to live in love. I want you to rise and taste joy again. I want you to let laughter fill your lungs, not as betrayal but as testimony that love still reigns. I am not diminished when you are happy, I am magnified. Every joy you embrace draws me closer, for joy is the language of heaven. Type Amen to agree with heaven's call, and share this so others may walk in light.